What's up, nerds? Back with another video, another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So I am not going to be at locals this weekend to do any dueling, so we won't have any dueling videos. To compensate, I will be going over some of the I wish this deck was good format decks that I have, because we've gone over in the past, if you've been watching, I've got my Edison decks, I've got my mirror match decks, I've got my like hat format, some other formats decks, and then I've got the I wish this deck was good format. And so essentially this I wish this deck was good format, what I have done is I've made decks that are like just, they could be good. They could be so good, but they're missing one thing, one little thing here or there. And my thing that I added to make these decks good is a bunch of banned cards. Because there's a reason these cards are banned, and there's a reason that, you know, you can't play them. Well, that's why they're banned. And so what, in this specific case, made this deck really good was extra deck cards. And just something for all of these decks and all of these formats, something to remember is that there's a handshake between all of these decks that nobody's playing any hand traps. It's like everybody's going to get to pop off. None of these hand traps, I mean, like maybe if you go first, you go second, whatever, that could have some effect, obviously. But there's no hand traps. Everybody gets to pop off, and then everybody takes their pop off and fucking rams it into each other's heads, right? That's why, one of the reasons why none of these decks have side decks, really, because, again, you know, it's more of a let's have fun, let's smash our heads together format. It's not really actually, I Ash Blossom when you add your card to hand, or like, you know, you search or whatever. None of that pussy shit. We are just two mountain goats slamming our fucking heads together. So, without further ado, let's slam our heads together with the first deck and deck profile of this format, which is MachinaTrack. Because this combo, combined with the extra deck, is fucking hilarious. And some of these spells are fucking insane. So, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off the deck profile with the monsters. We'll do the extra deck last. So, first off, we've got some of our super big trains. Night Express Knight, Super Express Bullet Train. This guy is fucking insane. He can special summon himself if you've got a machine, and when he leaves the field, you get a guy back. Night Express Knight is just a big body that you can use to exceed. It's kind of OP, his effect, because you could normal summon him and his attack goes to 0, and then you could see, obviously, we're playing 3 machine dupe. So for the Machina cards, we've got 3 Fortress, 3 Machine Metal Cruncher, or Machina Metal Cruncher. This card's pretty insane too. 2 Citadel. You notice we're not playing any of the Machina rank 4. Is it Gear Frame? Yeah, we're not playing any Gear Frame because Metal Cruncher is way better. Same with Fortress. And then for the MachinaTrack cards, we're playing 3 Harvester, 2 Trencher, and a Tunneler. And these guys kind of like, you can Harvester to go to Trencher to go for a Tunneler. So it's kind of like, that's why we're playing 3, 2, 1, because it kind of just like cycles through a little bit. These guys are essentially, they're fodder for heavy forward, and they're also fodder for, we play some extra deck cards. Like, so this MachinaTrack Goliath, he just goes with one of these guys. He's pretty good. You've got some MachinaTrack stuff over here, Exceeds, that can be pretty good. It's actually kind of funny that this Stormer guy, he's actually in the current meta, like right now, like actual Yu-Gi-Oh meta. So it's kind of funny that I've got a bunch of this guy in secret from making this deck, and he's actually like played now, like worth something now. But I digress. And then the last ones to finish up the deck I'll kind of move these up a little bit so you can see them. We play the 1 O-Lion, 1 Deskbot, and 3 Card Trooper because we are playing Auroradon and Halferbrax in the extra deck. So Auroradon's got the O-Lion, and then Halferbrax got the Deskbot, whichever one of the two you want to go into. So that's the monsters, pretty simple monsters. And then over here for spells, you notice we're not playing any traps. This is a 41 card deck. So we've got 3 heavy forward and 3 Machina redeployment. These are both insane cards. So Machina redeployment is like a Rhoda, but you can also dump stuff. And then you can, if you discard a Machina card for it, it's a Rhoda on crack because you can get straight Machina. So you can, for its first effect, if you discard 1 card, a non-Machina card, you can get 2 Machina monsters. And then if you discard 1 Machina card, you can add 2 Machina cards with different names from your deck to your hand, except for this guy itself. So it's really, it's nice, really nice. Heavy forward is the MachinaTrack version of this. So when this guy's activated, you can Rhoda an MachinaTrack card, and then once per turn, you can attach this as material to an MachinaTrack thing. So both of them are Rhodas. Both of them can do different things. It's kind of hilarious. We've got 3 special schedule and 3 urgent schedule. Both of these cards are fucking insane. It's kind of fucking hilarious how insane these guys are. And so urgent schedule, important to note, it's a quick play. So if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon 1 level 4 or lower or 1 level 5 or higher Earth Machine monsters from your deck in defense position. Already nuts. But negate their effects. Who cares? You're just going to exceed. You cannot declare attacks this turn. Yeah, you activate this card. It doesn't matter because we play all these train cards, so you can just burn your opponent with trains. Except it locks you to machine cards, but who cares? This whole deck is machine. If the set card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 10 machine monster from your deck to your hand. So you can also just set this card and pop it yourself to get whatever. Kind of insane, right? And then special schedule, target 1 machine monster in your graveyard with 3,000 or more attack. So you've got Night Express Knight, 3,000. You've got Super Machine Bullet, 3,000. Machina Citadel, 3,000 as your main targets. Special summon that target in face-up defense position. So as a reborn, you can only activate 1 of this guy per turn. Obviously, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 level 10 machine-type monster in your graveyard, add the target to your hand. So it's a reborn that, again, you can set this guy to get another guy back. Kind of hilarious. And then, like I said before, we've got the 1 reborn and 3 Machina dupe. So you are playing Card Trooper. You do have the MachinaTrack Harvester is a target. Obviously, like I said before, you've got Night Express Knight. But if you machine dupe Triple Trooper and mill half your deck and get all of these guys in the graveyard, I mean, it's just disgusting. I mean, there's so many kind of hilarious combos. Again, if you have any of these big guys, if you mill fortresses, mill citadels, mill your Despots, O-Lions, I mean, there's so much ridiculous stuff in this deck, and it's like, I wish this deck was good so bad in real life, and so I added a bunch of the extra deck insanity to it to make it, like, playable in some aspect, right? So that's the 41 card main deck, and now to go over some of the important cards in the side deck. So we've got the main ones up in here. I have Hyper Librarian just because I've been testing it out, but when you lock yourself to machine, it's not so good. Catastor is fine when you lock yourself to machine, but you've got Metal Marcher, Armory Arm as your main 2 synchros that you go for. Like I said before, you've got Auroradon and Halferbrax for your main like combo link monsters, and then your main 2 guys. So you've got MachinaTrack Fortress Megaclops, 3 XYZ monsters, which is tough to do, you would think, until you look at all of these trains you're going to be making, and then you can literally just burn your opponent for whatever, and then just after you're done with them, they've used up all their materials, use it to make this. Goliath is hilarious because if you machine dupe your harvester. You can use 2 harvesters to get things off. Save 1 harvester, use it to make this guy. Or that harvester will work you down the train to get trencher, to get, I can't remember what the last guy is, tunneler. So you harvester, trencher, tunneler, and then you use the last one to get this guy. So these are kind of your main synchro and link guys. And then after that, there's just so many hilarious. So let's go over here because you're linked to machine, or you're restricted to machine monsters. So let's go over the machine type monsters first. So like I said, you've got your 2 MachinaTrack guys, which is important. But then you've got Super Robot Galaxy Destroyer, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Jugnet Liebe, and then Phantom Fortress Enter Thalenbeer. I mean, like, so this guy's a level 9, this guy's a level 11, this guy's a level 10, this guy's a level 10, this guy's a level 10. And then when you're not restricted to machine types as well, you've got a level 12 over here, and then True King of all calamities. I mean, this guy's banned for a reason. One of the best ranked 9s in the game. But 9 Lives Cat is kind of hilarious. So your opponent cannot target other monsters you control that were special summoned from the graveyard with card effects. Hilarious. You can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 level 9 monster in your graveyard or 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it. So it's a reborn that makes it so none of your guys can be targeted. I mean, all of these fucking cards are all so huge. 4,000, 3,000, 3,200, 5,000 attack. I mean, oh my god. So this deck is literally just XYZ, big guy turbo, use their effects, burn stuff, you don't have to do damage, or like, let's just say you make a Gustav Max, burn your opponent, and then attach him with an armory arm. I mean, a 4,000 guy that, unless they have some way to beat, smash and ground or something. I mean, a 4,000 beater that can burn you for another 2,000 is kind of hilarious. But yeah, this deck is actually, I mean, obviously because there's no hand traps, everything's a combo piece, everything goes together machine, everything is you're playing 3 Rhodas, you're playing all sorts of the machine dupes. I mean, okay, so machine dupes sometimes doesn't have a target. Very, very infrequently. But there's, again, so many searchers and so many things work together. I mean, it's just a low-key hilarious deck. And so that's why I built it. That's why it's in the I wish this deck was good format. And thank you for watching. Smoke grass, eat ass, be excellent to each other. Look forward for duels with this deck because it's fucking hilarious. Infinishina, or maybe MachinaTrack. I like Infinishina, but MachinaTrack is kind of catchy as well. Anyway, that's it for this one. Subscribe. Subscribe if you had some fun. We drop back.